What's up, money makers? All right, Happy New Year's. So I want to talk purple. Let's talk purple today. I'm gonna have something going in the background, and then I'm gonna be going in and out with my commentary.
Symbolically stand for. Purple actually can stand for kingship and royalty. Kingship and royalty. In John 19 and 2, if I can read that, it says the soldiers planted a crown of thorns and put it on his head and arrayed him in a purple garment.
Okay, but
and that was for the purpose of what? They were making fun of him, of course, right. But the idea was there was a claim that he was a king, so if you're going to be a king, then wear king's clothes, and that, of course, was purple.
Okay, now the thing with this case is real crazy. Let's just keep it real. You know I like to keep it real over here. First of all, let's talk about the mother. Now, there's a lot of people that's just die hard for her. There's a lot of people like James 1 and 8 stable over here, and I said we because that's where I'm at. I'm in the gray area. Then it's just some people like, oh no, just she did it, let's drag her under the mud. Well, I'm not trying to drag her under the mud, and I'm not finna sit here and just be a diehard fan. I once was. When this first started, I really was. And y'all can go back and check for it. I really was. But as the case progressed, I started seeing things as a mother that I just wasn't pleased with. I'm fine with people grieving differently. I'm fine with people trying to have strength on the camera. I'm perfectly okay with that. But I'm just not buying that whole act. Because, I mean, this finna be going on, 4 months? And we haven't even just got one to follow. And you know, they have that melancholic depression stuff. Maybe she has that. You know, we're going to talk about that. That's going to be our video. We're going to talk about that later. But I'm just not cool with that. Now, the whole purple thing, she claimed that that is Kanika's favorite color. And as we see, she's the main one that wears this color. We may have found a few pictures with Kanika in this color, but it wasn't like she was just a diehard purple fan. Now, in this story of the Bible, when they clothed him in the purple, they was making fun of him. And I feel like that's the situation that we're in right now, that we're being made fun of. Everybody that's walking around here with this purple on and stuff on our end with the purple hearts hollering J4K, you know, we're just being mocked. It's like we're really being played. That's just how I feel now. That's how I feel now. And those on that end wearing the purple is like of royalty and authority. Like, we make y'all think what we want you to think. We can tell you all the lies we want to tell you, and you're going to believe it because case closed. You know, type bullying type stuff. Like, we are really being bullied, you know, into a lot of different situations. And the problem with the purple is, look how many people flashed all that money after this case, you know, came about. Like, everybody in the party was flashing a lot of money. I mean, they was flashing money before, but they start flashing a lot of money, you know, and people getting a lot of trinkets around here, you know, so that's just real crazy. And I just feel like in this case, the whole purple is symbolizing this mockery of what they're doing to the social media world, because that is where this struck, like, just took over in the social media world. because there's a lot of people still don't know about this unless you're on social media. But
and purple also speaks about majesty,
and passion.
Purple speaks about authority. Jesus Christ being what? The King of Kings.
You right?
Yes. Okay. In Judges 8 and 26, we see this mentioned here, and we can see the different items being made, but amongst them are these purple raiments, these purple cloths.
Like the bandanas and stuff, you know.
Royalty and priesthood. Royalty and priesthood.
And remember, it was like we introduced Kanika to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, the case got real cocky. Like, you know, y'all here now. Now we done sucked y'all in. Let's see how long y'all gonna play this game with us. So we introduced Kanika to y'all. But now it's all these theories like, is there really the real Kanika? Evidently it was more than one person, you know. I'm going to put it like this. Either they were already dead, got there, because like I say, the whole organ traffic thing is still in play with me. Either they were dead and got there, organ snatched, dished off in this whole video reenactment thing. We need footage of the pool, because at the end of the day, I still believe that one of those bodies was like, that crime was committed at the pool. You know, I do believe that, but we're going to talk about that too. But, like, they got all the purple bandanas and stuff, you know, flashing them around. That's like their sign of royalty and power and position and just slapping us in the face. You know what I'm saying?
And if you look in 1 Peter 2 and 25, I'll read that for you. It says, you also as living stones are built up a spiritual house to be a holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. In 1 Peter 2 and 9,
I want y'all to hold on.
It talks about being a royal priesthood there in that verse. And a lot of people just want to talk Pope.
Okay. So, as y'all see, you know, with the whole purple, it is tied into, like, sacrifices. These sacrifices are supposed to be appeasing to, you know, the Most High through His Son. So, here we have the purple and a human sacrifice that's not appeasing to the Most High through His Son. You know what I'm saying? Because this is basically murder. And thou shalt not murder. So, if they're not praising the Most High, then who do you think they're worshiping and sending off sacrifices to? Which is using the purple, you know, which is highly spoke about in the Bible, but also gives you scripture of how they used it as a sign of mockery, okay? Now, who do you think that they're sacrificing these bodies to and these organs? Who do you think they're for? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all better wake up and come on, get with it. Because that Bible tells you that, you know, there's a counterfeit to everything good that the Most High created, basically. So, just like in the Bible is of royalty and authority and, you know, priesthood and stuff like that, and passion and stuff, they're using the same thing with this case and this color. Because as coming up in a Christian, with a Christian background, whether you're still considering yourself as a Christian or you found another denomination, whatever the case may be, you still know that purple is passion and royalty and means something. You know that was a sign of wealth back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's just been implanted in you since grade school, because that's how they classify purple when you're taught purple. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, that's why a lot of purple is thrown out here a lot. A lot. But it's being used in the counterfeit way. And we're dragged in, and a lot of people still on that, oh, I feel bad. I don't, say I don't feel bad, because I feel bad for any mother that truly loses a child. Because I've been around mothers that has lost children and their only child, for some parents that I know. And, my heart goes out to anybody that's ever been in that position to have to bury their baby. But I've been around too many, and I've seen them, how they act on and off camera. And what I mean by that is when they're around people and trying to be strong, and when they, feel like they're by themselves and can just break down and let go. Even when you're trying to be strong, it's some things that's just going to choke you up. Point blank, period. I don't care how you grieve. It's just something that's going to choke you up. You might have to take a minute and walk away, but you're going to have to get choked up because you got too many memories. If there's truly someone you love, it's just no way around that. I don't get how y'all don't get that. But anyway, let's hear a little bit more. But I just want y'all to know that they're using this color as a counterfeit, as a mockery.
Peculiar people, we are that too. If peculiar means that we're different from.
And in my Whitney and Kanika, I was also talking about purple because I can't remember if I talked about that or not, but they both were buried in purple. Purple was all around Whitney Houston's death, the butterfly, the monarch butterfly thing. We need to talk about that. We need to come on and get y'all this stuff, like, for real. I know I've been slacking, but YouTube just been too much for me, with the YouTube streets.
The God-man. We've been made new in the Lord Jesus Christ. And so he places upon us, if I may, a garment that is colored purple. In John 19 and 2, again, I read that to you a little bit earlier about the soldier putting that crown upon his head.
Right.
And then the cloth of purple around him,
right,
signifying the king.
Right.
And Mark 15,
but they were making fun of him, like, this what you're supposed to be, so wear these clothes,
was made in the likeness of man. For what purpose? That he might bring man back to the likeness of God.
So he's like the mediator. And that's red and blue makes purple and stuff. He's like the mediator. Purple is like the mediator.
For Christ, of course, was to bring us back. And so this is a part of that priesthood that is mentioned here. And when you take the red and the blue, when you put these two together and you combine them,
you get purple.
Come up with this color purple. The red and the blue, it speaks about God and man.
And then, like with this case, we had the dude talking about he was bringing the two gangs together. And I mean, when this case first came out, and everybody was out here in their purple with the justice and the signs and stuff, it was like kind of bringing everybody together. But then, like I said, this is the counterfeit use of this color. It got so corrupt. What did everybody do? Everybody just started going at each other. Everybody kept splitting ways. And the main person that called in for this help and this attention was the main person that pretty much tore everybody apart, And it's just, this case is just all over the place. It's very emotional. We have a lot of truth. It's just really hard to determine what it is. So, with that being said, then we have a lot of speculations, But I just wanted y'all to know how significant seeing this color, really is. Because seeing this color, when you see them with their purple and stuff, it's like you get passionate and you get soft-hearted and, different stuff like that. But we need to be aware that they're using this color as a mockery. like how they did, you know, Jesus in the, you know, in the, God, you know, whatever y'all want to call him. In the Bible, they say Jesus, so we'll just say that to just keep the peace for right now. I don't want to get all religious on y'all with my beliefs and the names I prefer to use, but everybody's familiar with that. So, you know, when they clothed him in purple, the thorns around his head and stuff like that, it was a mockery. Like, if you who you say you are, you can get yourself up out of this. You know what I'm saying? And since you claim this is what you are, then you need to be dressed like that. You know, it was like a mockery. And so they're putting on the purple like they're being, you know, wolves in sheep's clothing. Like they want to seem all glorified and appeasing to the eye when you open that door, because you know behind closed doors it's a whole different story. So you open that door and you start really seeing some of these people for who you are, then they not the holy rollies that they are portraying to be. Not then and not now. Okay? Now, before I run out of time, if y'all, you know what, I ain't even going to do that. I'm going to wait to the next one. But I just wanted y'all to know. I mean, y'all can look up some of this stuff about purple because it's a lot more, you know, that's attached to purple and breaking down the red and the blue or scarlet and blue and seeing what each one of those colors mean. Then when you combining it together, what it means, you know, you'll have a little more insight on how they're trying to use something beautifully biblical and really, you know, making fun of us. And it's right in our face. And a lot of people, and I'm saying we, because when this first came out, I was just as gullible and naive as just about everybody else was running around here real just crying. I mean, we shed more tears than her, you know. So we you know, that's part of how they baited us in with the colors, you know, with the colors. And then when we got to the party with the live, then, you know, we're talking about the gangs with the blues and the reds, and you know, now they trying to combine them and make peace and stuff. So this case, like I said in the beginning, really has some street sense of power and authority going on, and they just have a connection cahoots with the hotel that's doing the organ trafficking. I mean, has it ever crossed your mind that like somebody from the hood is making good money off of kidnapping people and dumping their bodies off at their hotel and getting paid for the organs? I mean, like, is that really too far-fetched for y'all? Because it's happening. I mean, in that area specifically, there's so many missing people of young African-American women more so, but men too. I mean, there's other races, don't get me wrong, but taking over is, you know, the blacks and stuff like that. And then, you know, we produce something that we're the only ones that can produce it, and you know, they're stealing that basically. We're gonna talk about that later too. But I mean, like, do y'all think that that's so far-fetched that, you know, you got an OG triple OG that's, you know, been slanging? I mean, y'all don't act like these business owners and senators and mayors and police officers and judges and stuff ain't shooting a sugar booger, you know what I'm saying? Or smoking some green or something. I mean, shooting up something. Please don't think because they got money they ain't doing. Them be the main ones getting high. You know what I'm saying? Off that heavy, hard stuff, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So you don't think that they have connects with the hood. You don't think that these people got connections with, you know, gang members. I mean, come on. Get real. Get real. I mean, get real. These people knocking off people for these people, and they getting paid a good lump sum in doing so. And I just feel like we being played. So stop letting that purple kind of mesmerize you and send you into that type of space, you know, because it's nothing biblical right here in this case. It's nothing Christian coming nowhere from this case. Okay, and that's just my opinion. It's not. So I'm going to let y'all go, and I'm going to bring something else back. And we're just going to keep this thing rolling in 2018. So, Happy New Year's. All right, y'all. All right. This is Lady. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to make it. I'm got to do better. This lady at like a church years ago used to do that. Hey, but that church was good. But we used to drive like from one part of Texas to a whole nother part of Texas just to go to that. That was a bad church. I like that church, but like the preacher be talking and she, all right. You know, I mean, my sister, man, we cut up. You know, then like just everybody in there was laughing. I think she used to do it because she know people was laughing. I think she enjoyed us laughing. I don't know, but I couldn't hold it. I bust out. The first time I went and she did that, I'm like, what? And she back to back and like, all right. And I'm goofy. So, yep. I went on and laughed. But anywho, y'all check more into that purple situation and, you know, do a little research for yourself and see what you come up with. But don't forget to get down in these comments and tell me what you think about this video. I'm gone for real now, y'all. So, see you in the comments. You already know.